And with me, Gary Hall Senior. And Gary, fresh from what, 4 winners at Pinjarra?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, had a good day. So yeah, a couple of them are horses that have had serious injuries, and they come back and they've pulled up fine afterwards. So that's something anyway.
Tell me about that. Those horses that came back. One of them hadn't raced for a couple of years. That was
Red October was a year and a half. I think he had 2 bowed tendons, and I bought him from New Zealand, and we didn't pay a lot for him, and he won over there at his last start for us. And then I brought him over here, and he bowed both his tendons, and we spelled him, brought him back, and he did it again. So then we just gave him a long spell, and he seems fine now. They're both good. You can't notice it, so hopefully he'll continue on.
The other one who had his first start for a couple of years.
Yeah, Bodine Bowfighter.
Bodine Bowfighter.
Yeah,
he was quite impressive.
Yeah, he did a suspension ligament, but he's very big in condition. He'll probably take 3 or 4 runs before he really hits his top. Yeah, but he's pulled up fine as well, so it's all good.
Talking about good horses, Chicago Bull, he's back to Gloucester Park again on Friday night in the $50,000 Group 2 Rawa Cup, and he's drawn awkwardly at barrier 6, but the opposition is not super strong.
Yes, typical winter fields, I think, free-for-alls, but there's some nice horses in it. Argyle Red's racing well. Hoka Punter, he's going to get a nice run, and obviously Better's Fire, but you'd think he'd be winning, I'd say.
What do you think the plan would be?
Forward.
Argyle Red's got good gate speed, and he might like to lead early, but he'd probably hand up to Chicago Bull if Chicago Bull comes charging around in the early stages.
I don't know whether he'll charge around, Ken, but he'll just get up outside Argyle Red.
Chicago Bull, Gary, won with a leg in the air here at Gloucester Park a couple of weeks ago. He couldn't have done it much easier, could he?
Nah, he's a very good horse. He held out Lazarus in the Fremantle Cup and beat home Better's Fire, who led. So if horses of that calibre held it out, well then he's, obviously they're going to feel some sort of pain. I would think so anyway. So.
What's the program now for Chicago Bull? Is he going to race after this race, or are you going to turn him out for the winter? Or
I'm going to give him another run in the 4 and 5-year-old championship, I think, because I think that's a good race for him, $50,000 race. And I was going to spell him, but if I turn him out now, he gets back too early, and he's got to have a winter campaign. I thought better off spelling and bringing him back for the spring. That's the thinking anyway.
You've got some other good runners on Friday night. Well, of course, Hoka Punter's in the Chicago Bulls Rawa Cup. He's the sole runner off the back line. He should earn from there.
Yeah, you'd think so. I think he's, probably equal second best in the race, my opinion anyway. He's getting a bit old and he's got a few little niggling problems, but he's still racing quite well. So I think he's him and Better's Fire are going to fight it out for second. That's my opinion.
And there's another Group 2 race on Friday night at Gloucester Park. That's the Caduceus Club Classic. Speedman is your runner. He's drawn the outside. That's barrier 12 on the back line. What was the cause of him breaking when he was in front? He was going to win here at Gloucester Park last Friday week.
Yeah, he's not really that coordinated as a horse, and might have gone a bit slow, and then they come at him pretty quickly, and he's just a bit inexperienced and not used to that sort of up tempo, sort of go from, just cruising around to up tempo. So he gets on a knee a bit sometimes, and I think that's probably what happened. But I think he'll go well. 12's a real handicap, and there's a horse in it called Golden State, which I've got a lot of time for. So, it's not going to be easy to win from barrier 12.
And talking about not going to be easy to win, congratulations on your classic win. Horse you bred last Friday night. Won the Fillies Classic, the Dainty's daughter.
Yeah, actually it gave me a bigger thrill than I thought it would, Ken. I just, we bred her on the property, and she's been on the property all the time, other than going away to Joseph Elco's to break her in, and came back, and we've done all the education work on her and raced her, and got a little share in her, and it was really a good night all round.
And it was a good spot to be in, 3 back in the pegs, and she was always going to figure in the finish.
Yeah, Junior won the Big Mares Classic here with Ideal Alice from the same position. I think it's not a bad position if you got the right driver, that's for sure.
Your other runners on Friday night, Gary, I'm a Rock and Roll Legend and Run Jimmy Dunn, both in good form. Where do you see them finishing on Friday night?
So Run Jimmy Dunn, really looking at the field. I'm not being disrespectful, but he probably is the best horse in the race, I'd say, and probably should win. I've only had a quick look at it, but I think he should go close.
Yes, he's drawn barrier 9 in a field of 9. Any excuses for his defeat last Friday night?
Don't think it was one of Junior's better drives, kid. Really, I think he went back to last and was a bit complacent and let him get away with a bit up front, and I think he was a bit late getting after him, and then he got a flat tyre at the last 400 metres, so
Which didn't help.
it wouldn't have helped. Yeah, so no, it wasn't one of his greatest drives, but like we can excuse him minor laps every now and then because he's so good. So.
And I'm a rock and roll. He's racing extremely well.
Yeah, where is he?
He's there. He is in a drawn barrier 3.
Yeah, if he leads, he'll probably go really close because he went super when he led the other night. I thought he went fantastic when he led.
Yeah, he's got real lucky to beat who's drawn out wide.
Yeah, real lucky to beat, and Tommy would be good there, I see, and there's a few chances, but I think if he led, he'd be very hard to beat.
Thanks, Gary. All the best, and I'm sure a lot of people will be coming to Gloucester Park on Friday night, particularly to watch the wonderful Chicago Bull.
Yeah, well, he's getting a little bit of a cult following. He's a great little horse, so it's probably his size is what everyone makes them endear to him. So, hopefully he wins.
Good luck, Gary.
Thank you.